What is going on, guys? Spencer Claeys here, and today I thought we could do a video podcast because I turned 27 today. So I thought I would share 27 things that I've learned. I just wrote out a list. I was gonna have some other stuff, answer some questions, but I thought this would be kind of cool. I've seen other people do this before, and I think it's always brought me a lot of value. So I kind of want to give back. So 27 things I've learned. I got it listed out. We'll kind of go off the rails here and there. So come on for the ride. So 27 things I've learned. Number one, not having knowledge is one of the worst excuses. Almost everything is available online for free or in a book. So this is something that I see so many people ask questions. They're asking me DMs, comments. People are always wondering all these things. And it's like most questions could be solved with a simple Google search, or even some of the books that other people have written or that I've written. People write books for a reason. People answer questions for a reason. Almost all knowledge in the entire world is out there already. So you just got to go find it. Not knowing something is never an excuse. It's just kind of silly. So that's something I believe. Number two, put in work every single day. Do something hard every day. So this is something that, I've been really trying to do recently. It kind of ties in just getting 1% better every single day. Even if you don't have to put in a ton of work every day, but you have to put something every day. You got to move forward every day. So for me, I just have a couple goals, that I usually, work out, post a video, and make some money. Those are usually the three things that I have to do every single day. I used to have a list. I used to write it down every day, but now I don't write any lists anymore because honestly, I already know what I need to do. I already know I need to work out. I need to hit the gym. I need to make some money. I don't have to write these things down anymore. I used to, but once you get to that level, you can kind of do that. So number three, be a physical specimen. People respect you when you're big and strong. It's kind of self-explanatory. In life, business, relationships, doesn't really matter. If you are big and strong, people respect you. People know that you have discipline. You can discipline yourself. Your word is much more valuable because when you say you're going to do something, you do it. You go to the gym when you need to. You prioritize your health, which is just plain smart. Like, it's literally just one of the silliest things you could do is be unhealthy. You're going to die sooner. You are literally going to die sooner. So be healthy. I don't know why this is so crazy. I saw a statistic, 42% of Americans are obese, which is unacceptable. It's literally not that fucking hard to not eat shitty food. So don't eat crappy food. Work out once in a while. Enough said there. Number four, practice self-defense. For me, I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, not only for the physical benefits, but the mental benefits of knowing you could beat someone's ass and that you know how to move yourself and other people. So this is another thing that, it's really cool, being able to beat someone up if you really wanted to, but I think it goes beyond that. I think it goes beyond, it goes to knowing yourself, knowing your body, knowing how you move. Because even when you work out a lot, I've noticed that when I'm wrestling with someone else, you got to learn how your body moves and how you can move other people. And it's a lot. And just that physical, that confidence, you just know, hey, I know what I'm doing. If shit hits the fan, obviously, walk a mile to avoid a fight. But when a fight comes, don't back down a single inch. You tear that motherfucker up. But you should always avoid a fight at 99.9% of the time. You can avoid a fight. You can avoid something, and you should. I've been in some stupid fights. There was no fucking reason. It was dumb. Don't do it. So that's a story for another time. Number five, importance of leverage. In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, sometimes all it takes is a slight tweak to correctly apply a choke or a break. This is true with life. Find ways to increase your leverage. So yeah, going back to Jiu-Jitsu, sometimes when you're doing a choke or you're trying to submit somebody, all it takes is a slight tweak, slight change in the angle, and you can make that person feel it. So same things with life. Find ways you can increase your leverage. So for me, the biggest thing has been videos, putting energy in videos. We're going to talk a little bit more about energy and some of the other things on the list, because what we're really doing is restoring energy. Like one video that I post today, like this video I'm going to post, this video could be up for years. Hundreds of people are going to see this, thousands of people maybe are going to see this video, and that's going to, increase the value that I've put out into the world. Because if you just do something valuable for one person, that's cool. But if you can do something valuable for thousands of people, that's even cooler. Think about how many people on earth have insane leverage just because they have such influence with millions of people. That's how you increase your leverage. So Number 6, take pride in yourself and your appearance. This kind of goes back to being a physical specimen. People respect you more if you look better, if you act better. Take pride in yourself. Don't dress like a bum. Have nice clothes. This doesn't mean spend money on stupid things, but you should definitely look the part. You want to be a force of nature. You gotta look the part. So number 7, believe that you are better than everyone else. Not in a bad way, but that there is nothing on this earth you can't do. If someone else can do it, you can too. So this has been crucial. Like, this one is something that I really identify with. And I mean, if you say this out loud, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you got an ego. Like, what do you believe you're better than everyone else?" And it's like, yeah, you should believe you're better than everyone else. Like, I think everyone on this planet Earth believes, like, deep down, that they're better than everyone else. This has obviously led to a lot of problems with, race and different countries and all this sort of stuff. But I think you shouldn't take it in that context. You should just know that you yourself, like, no matter, like, doesn't matter what country you're born in, where you're born, what color your skin is. That's stuff that you can't control. You should know that because of the person you are, the stuff that you've done, that you are better. You can do things that anyone else can do. If someone else can do it, you can do it too. If someone else can climb a mountain, you can climb that same mountain. If someone else can go to space, you can go to space too. If someone else can write a book, you can too. I think so many people just kind of like take this idea that just because something else has already been done, or it's hard to do, or someone else was an engineer, they know how to do it, so I can't do that myself. People just make too many excuses. And as the first thing, not having knowledge is not an excuse. So yeah, that goes to number 8. Intelligence is overrated. Most things in life are astonishingly simple, yet people don't do them. So yeah, this is something else that I've learned. Like, I've never considered myself one of the smartest people that I know, but I know that I just think about things in a little bit differently. Like, I know so many people who are brilliant at math, engineering, science, all this sort of stuff, but yeah, when it comes to their life decisions, they're incredibly dumb. Like you'll see a lot of super smart people. They're fat, they're overweight, they're out of shape, which that's one of the stupidest things in my opinion. Because you're decreasing your leverage. You're not going to be around it as long in life. Like, that's fucking stupid. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care if you have a PhD. I think, which next one is that? That's number 12. Well, so hold that point. Number 9. A good loving woman is worth her weight in gold. Self-explanatory. Yeah. Number 10. Get outside. Sun is more important than you think. It helps you sleep, helps your mood, appetite, and much more. So getting outside it's just amazing. I think a lot of people don't really realize how damaging it is being inside. Like, I'm inside right now. I mean, one of the things that really fires me up is when I'm feeling down, I just go outside. I will do a quick little walk. Because the sun is so important. It gives you vitamin D, which helps regulate your mood, your appetite, your sleep. It's super important. So people wonder why they're fat, sick, out of shape. They're not sleeping well. It's because they're not getting outside. That's one of the huge main reasons for all those things, all those problems, which we haven't had those until the past, couple hundred years, where we've been inside so much more. Number 11, prioritize your sleep. This is something that I have always tried to do. I've always tried to make my sleep a priority. If I don't want to go out, I usually just tell whoever, like, hey, I'm not going to go, make up some excuse. But sleep is just something that I've really valued, and it's really helped me a lot. It helps your weight, helps you stay in shape, helps you get more shit done. If you're tired, you're not going to be able to do stuff. Number 12, don't put too much faith in so-called experts. There is power in learning something yourself. So this kind of goes back to earlier where I was saying, most things in life are super simple. So many people just take stock in what the experts say. They believe all these medical studies, they believe all these doctors and stuff. But I like to look at someone, and I don't care if you're a PhD. If I see you and you are fat, you are unhealthy, you don't know what you're doing, I'm not going to respect you. I don't really care what you have to say. I saw another study, which is ironic because it was saying that most, like 75% of medical studies are biased, or actually I think it was 85% are wrong or something, or incorrect. But a really interesting book, if you guys want to check it out. I haven't read the whole thing, but it's called A World Without Cancer by G. Edward Griffin. It's actually it's a pretty controversial book because he exposes like almost every single medical study. We're kind of going to go off on a tangent right here, but every medical study was paid for by someone. It's usually paid for by the federal government, a college, or a pharmaceutical industry. So all these fucking studies that we see are just bought and paid for by these companies that want us sick. They want us on their drugs, or they want to control us through some other means. So this isn't really even a conspiracy, but apparently if you say stuff like this, it's controversial, but just like open your eyes, like look at the studies, like, oh, this was funded by this place or whatever. Because what they'll do is if a pharmaceutical company goes to 17 colleges, like, hey, we need you to run a study and test our drug and show us how good it works. And if any of those universities says, no, this drug doesn't work well, or the company doesn't like the study, they won't fund that university anymore. So if these universities want to get funded, they're going to have to provide good results for these studies. So anyways, that was a really long answer for about experts, but there's power in learning stuff in yourself, stuff that you know to be true. So I don't really listen to any of the so-called experts. A lot of this stuff is super simple. You should know what to eat. You should know you don't need medicine. Food is medicine. So enough said there. 13, life is about energy. Only do things that increase your energy. So we've been talking a little bit about this, leverage, energy, vibration, if you will. Life is all about energy. So anything that takes away your energy, like drinking lowers your vibration, drugs, all this sort of stuff, like this lowers your vibration. So you shouldn't be, it's easy to say not to drink, but we all do it once in a while, but just know that it is lowering your energy. So number 14, money is potential energy. How can you increase your leverage to increase your money? So for me, this has been video, like we mentioned. If we can increase our leverage, money is potential energy. If I have $100 sitting in my hands, that is potential energy. I can spend that on 1,000 different things. So just think of ways you can increase your value to the world, your leverage, your energy. He who can put out the most energy into the world is going to make the most money. So that's important. Number 15, it takes longer than you think, but the time will pass anyway, so you might as well start now. So this is something for me when I think about YouTube, about fitness, about anything. It always takes longer than you think, but like shit passes quick. Like I'm 27 today, and it's like, holy shit, I just remember turning 26 and turning 25, and like the time passes crazy fast. So it's gonna pass anyways. You might as well work a little bit every single day, get a little bit better every single day, and then you'd be shocked at the amount of shit that you can get done in a year, a month, or 10 years. It's pretty crazy. So number 16, waking up early is overrated. You don't need to be up at 5 a.m. to get your to-do list done. You simply need to get what you need to do in a day completed. So we kind of talked a little bit about this, about sleep, but I wake up pretty early on average. I'll wake up by 8 or 9 a.m. usually. Sometimes I'll sleep until 10, but I always get my shit done. I always get my to-do list done because that means I usually stay up a little bit later until midnight or 1. I think it is really, overrated. Like the people that are like, oh, I get up at 3 in the morning or 5 in the morning. It's like, well, good for you, bro. But are you getting what you need to be doing done? So for me, as soon as I started getting shit done, like I've done like little, 30-day stints where I'm waking up early and I'm getting stuff done. Cool. But I think as long as you get your shit done that you need to do, that's the most important part. So number 17, starting is usually pretty easy. It's that first month of seeing no results, but keeping at it, that's the hardest part. This is something that I've just seen. Like, I feel like everyone's like, oh, starting is the hardest part. I fucking disagree. I think anyone can go to the gym. Anyone can post a video. Anyone can do all these, start a business. It's that first month, the hardest, like getting over the hump. That's the hardest part. Seeing no results, seeing little to nothing, and keep going. Going a year and seeing little to no results and keep fucking going. That's what really makes a champion. That really makes a winner. Anyone can start. Anyone can just get out of bed and say, oh, I'm going to post a video today or go to the gym. So something that for some reason people say is the hardest part. Number 18, listen to good music, read good books, watch good movies, appreciate the energy other people put into them. Goes back to energy. Listen to things that have good energy, that increase your energy. Like there's so many movies out there that are good, that are amazing. There's a lot of shit out there that's crap. So if it's a crappy movie, turn it off, never watch it again. If it's a bad book, turn it down, or shut it, never read it again. You need to ruthlessly control and pay attention to what you're spending your energy on. So 19, never talk shit about someone else. If you must, do so with grace. You never want to come across as a hater. So this is important when, at least for me, especially in the online world, it's easy for someone to talk shit, make a video about you or say something mean. And I really try not to say anything bad in return. I know, sometimes I'll negate someone's point, but I never really blatantly like call someone out and talk shit. I think it's just stupid because this leads us into the next point, number 20. Haters only hate on people doing better than them. Winners never hate on other winners. So if someone's really winning and you notice that you're hating on them, that should be a wake up call to you. Like, why am I hating on this person? Is it because usually hatred is just like love and hate are two sides of the same coin. I think they're a lot like people think love and hate are opposites, but it's really indifference that would be opposite of love. Not giving, not caring at all. Hatred would be indifference is the opposite of that. So love and hate are actually very closely related. So people like I think Nate Diaz said was they love me so much that they hate me. It was a good quote. So number 21, ruthlessly take caution from the woes of others. Someone got a DUI, someone went to jail. How did it happen? And how can you avoid following their bad example? So this one just whenever something bad happens, just really take note of it. Anytime, I hear about a crash, an accident, someone falling off a roof or something, I always like pay extra attention. Like, okay, how did this happen? Like what happened? And then I always like to keep that in the back of my head. So next time I'm working on a roof or I'm driving, how can I prevent bad things from happening, learning from the mistakes of others? There's something that like, I know it's our parents used to tell us this, but something that I really take heart in because especially, the things that I mentioned, driving, getting up on a roof, those are some of the most dangerous activities you could do. Driving is the most dangerous activity you pretty much do on a day-to-day basis. So you really should, every time you step in your car, you should absolutely think about, okay, how can I be safe? How can I make sure I get to my destination in one piece? Seems simple, but I think it's going to help you live longer. So it's probably the most dangerous thing you do. So number 22, guard your attention and energy like your life depends on it, because it does. Your attention and energy is all you have in this world. As soon as your attention and energy runs out, you're dead. So many people spend their time, their energy commenting on YouTube videos, watching silly videos, reading silly things, playing video games, all this stuff that doesn't move your life forward. And I think it's a silly waste of energy. It's so stupid to just, especially video games. It's something that never really clicked with me. I think I played video games when I was in like 7th grade. The last time I played video games I was in middle school. That's for kids. You're wasting your time. I can see why people do it. I can see it's fun. I get that. But for me, I think I have a much more important, higher calling in life. I got other shit to do. I got better shit to do. Anyways, 23. Never apologize for doing what you believe in or what you want. If you made a mistake, apologize, but don't do it simply because you offended someone else. So this is important. When you apologize for something, I think that's stupid. I think unless you actually made an egregious error in judgment, most people do what they want. They already did something with a conscious knowledge that this is what they want to do. So apologizing is always, most of the time, it's a lie. Like it doesn't really mean anything. So when someone's like, you need to apologize, it's like, why would I apologize? This is what I wanted to do. You can't tell me what to do. And obviously, if you fuck up, if you made a big mistake, say you're sorry. But like in Spanish, you say lo siento, like I feel it. I feel bad for this, but if it's something that you really wanted to do anyways, don't lie. So be truthful. That could be another point. But number 24, be hard to kill, hard to offend. So it goes back, like be hard to kill, be physical specimen. Don't be easily offended. If you are, being offended is just so stupid. Like, I don't know why anyone, this ties, I made another point about this, which is number 25, actually. Make your grandparents and your ancestors proud. Parents are often too close to you to see the big picture. So about being offended, make your grandparents, make your ancestors proud. Would your grandfather be proud of you beefing with someone online? Or would they be proud of you being offended and needing a safe space because, Trump got elected? Like, grow up. Like, it's absolutely insane. All these people that take they're letting all these other actions like influence their brain, influence their life. You shouldn't even give a fuck. Like, or, sports, who won the Super Bowl, who cares? Like, that's not you. There's nothing you can control. Only focus on what you can control in life. You can't control what someone else did. So why are you letting someone else into your brain and being offended? So Number 26, live every day how you want. This doesn't mean sunshine and rainbows, but it's about following your mission and purpose in life. So every day you need to be following your mission and purpose. You need to find what it is you were put here to do. This doesn't necessarily mean every day needs to be, sunshine and rainbows, but it means doing what you know you need to do. What fires you up? This fires me up, like making podcasts, making content, writing good books, all this sort of stuff. It fires me up. It's my mission and purpose in life. When I was working other jobs, when I was working at a tire shop, when I was in the Navy Reserve, doing stupid meetings and stuff, it just ate me inside because I hated doing it, and I knew this was not something that I was put on earth to do. And I think everyone can feel it. That's why everyone hates their job usually, because they're not following their own mission and purpose. They're following someone else's mission and purpose in life. You're following your jobs, the CEO, your boss's purpose. You're working towards someone else's purpose, which I think this could be another tangent in and of itself. Because how long have we really had jobs, with retirement, with benefits? Actually think about it. How long have we been employed? I really obviously there's been people working since, the fucking slaves and building the pyramids and stuff. But like actual jobs, I think only in the past like 100 or a couple hundred years have we really had like, I'm going to get retirement from this guy. This person's going to take care of me. This other company is going to take care of me. I really value my own freedom, taking care of myself. I take care of myself. My parents, when I started this business and stuff, they're like, well, what are you going to do about retirement and stuff? And like, no, like our great grandparents were not worried about retirement. They made their own retirement. It's called having kids. It's called having money that you actually made yourself while you were young. Make money, invest it, have children too. That's another thing. Have children. Like that's the world's oldest retirement. My girl, like her grandma, she lived to be 101 years old. And for the past 23 years, she was living with my girlfriend's mother, like their family. They take care of each other. Her children, she had 10 kids. So that is the best retirement system. So that was number 26. Number 27, do what you believe is right. No one else has to agree with you or see your vision, only you. So do what you think is right. At the end of the day, that's all any of us can really do. Don't overcomplicate this life. We're not going to be here forever. Follow your mission, follow your purpose. And I really think that's the key to living a good life. So I hope these 27 things were interesting to you. If not, unsubscribe or whatnot. But if you want to hear more about this stuff, let me know in the comments what you guys thought. If you want me to do more video podcasts like this, or just the normal podcast, I have obviously more videos coming out, of the random topics, answering questions. So let me know. I will see you guys in the next video.
Thanks for tuning in to the Spencer Claeys Show. That's all for now. See you in the next episode. Peace.